Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. And I keep on saying that this is a channel where we are all about conversations. Yes, so each and every episode we keep on learning from one another. You can comment down below on some of the topics you'd want us to talk about, you'd want me to discuss, and you can also share your opinions and your thoughts about every topic or every episode that we are going to have on this channel. Our topic today is about basically things that only you can control. And one of those things is attitude, yes. And like say, life is what you make it. So your attitude reflects a lot. Like your attitude represent, I don't know, they say 50% of your life. So you may not be able to control every situation and its outcome, but you can be able to control your attitude and how you deal with a situation, whether it's in your workplace. You can choose to just concentrate on the positive side. You don't really have to dwell on the negative side, despite what everybody else is saying. People could be negative about the work, but when you're positive about it, then you can make it. It could be about your passion. It's just the attitude you put towards it. If you decide that you're going to make it, I believe that you're going to make it, because you'll overcome all the negativities. You'll overlook, actually not overcome, you'll overlook all the negativities and make it, because that is the attitude you've chosen to purpose, like a positive attitude. And when I say attitude here, I'm talking of a positive attitude. You can control, only you can control your attitude, the attitude you put towards life in general. So attitude is something that no one has control over except for you and you alone. So it's you to choose what attitude you put where. And the next point is your network. Yes, network. And when I say network, I mean your surroundings, your friend, the company you have, the people you associate with. Like you're the only person who can control your network. When you have negative people around you, they'll also influence you. When you have hardworking people around you, they'll also influence you to be a hardworking person. When you have the kind of people you associate with, if you have successful people around you, they'll motivate you to be successful. If you have people with negative attitude, they'll give you a negative attitude. So basically, you are the only person who can control the people you associate with, your friends, like your whole network. You can control that. You don't have to be in that friendship. You don't have to be in that friendship and you feel like you're not gaining anything from it. So it's you to choose your network. And another thing is your habits or other characters. Yes, you can control, you are the only person actually who can control your habits. You are the only person who can control your character. And they say it takes 21 days to drop or pick a habit. So you can control that. If it's a bad habit that you have, you can choose and to drop it. If it's a good habit that you need to pick up, you can choose to pick it up. Like it's only you who has that control over your habits and character. No one can control how you behave. It's you to choose. And you're the only person who can control and decide, this is not good, I'll drop it. This is bad, I'll drop it. I need to pick up this habit. You can choose to pick up exercising every day in the morning. If you want to, you can control that. If it's a habit you need to drop, like I need to drop smoking, you are the only person who can control that. As much as some of these habits, dropping some of these habits is so hard, but if you purpose to, you can really control it. And the other thing is how you treat others. It doesn't matter how I treat you, but how you treat me, it's only you who can control. You can choose to treat me the same way I've treated you, whether good or bad, and you can choose the other way around. Hata kama nimekutreat vibaya aje, if you choose to treat me right, it's only you who can control that. And not necessarily if I treat you bad, you don't really have to treat me bad. So habit is, how you treat someone is up to you. You are the only person who can choose that. You are the only person who can control how you treat others. Another thing is the words you use. Yes, words have power. So the words you use, you're the only person who can control them. Negative words, positive words, words of kindness, speaking bad about people, those words that you use, you are the only person who can control the words you use, whether against someone, towards something. You are the only person who can control those words. And I know sometimes when you're about to say something bad, we always know. So you can choose either to withdraw or go ahead with it. So we can control the words we use. Only us can control the words we use against people, against ourselves. Like, we can put some good words on ourselves and they come to pass. And another thing is what you will settle for. Whether less or high, you have control of that. You have a choice of saying no to something that you don't want to settle for, and you have a choice of saying yes. And you also have a choice to say, to put up your standards. So whatever you will settle for is up to you. If it's a salary, you can say, I'm not settling for this. If you're not giving me some 10K extra, then it's a done deal. That's a deal breaker. Like, you are the person who can choose what you're going to settle for. If it's in a relationship, the characters you choose when it's beginning, you've chosen to settle for that. But you can choose to settle for a higher standard or even a lower standard. So whatever you settle for is up to you. Okay? And that is it for today. Until the next time, if you have something to add, you can add on the comment box below. And then remember to subscribe to this channel. It's really, it gives some point onto it. Remember to share with my content with your family and friends, if at all it's bringing a positive impact. And I know there are a lot of things in this life that we have control over. So those are the few I could gather for today. But you can help by commenting down below and add on to them, and because I know there are so many, but for my topic today, for my discussion today, I only chose these few things because they're the things that topped my list. So thank you so much for joining me today, and until the next one, goodbye.